Welcome to another new video of interesting math problem on our channel Math Solutions for You. Please do like, share, comment, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Peter has n coins, including only nickels. These are 5 cents, dimes are 10-cent coins, and quarters, which are 25 cents, in his wallet. The total value of all the coins combined is $1, which is equal to 100 cents. If there's at least one coin of each of the three categories, which of these could be the number of dimes in his wallet? And then we are given 5 options, and you have to pick the best choice or the correct answer. So let's start with assuming that n is the number of nickels, d is the number of dimes, and q is the number of quarters. And we're trying to form, some simple equations based on these quantities. And the first equation that we can form is basically capital N, which is the total number of coins, being equal to small n plus d plus q. So that's the very first equation that we can form. The next equation comes from the statement in this problem that the total value of all the coins combined is $1. Well, if you have n nickels and each nickel is worth 5 cents, then the total value of n nickels will be 5n cents. Similarly, the total value of d dimes will be 10d cents, and the total value of q quarters, where each quarter is equal to 25 cents, will be 25q. And then if you add all of these, the value will be $1, which is 100 cents. Because we are considering the value in cents, we will equate this to 100. And this is just for simplicity's sake, so that we don't get any fractions. And now we can divide both sides of the equation by 5. That will help reduce some of the coefficients. And we'll get this n plus 2d plus 5q is equal to 20. Now from this equation, we know that n, d, and q, these being the number of coins of each category, these must be, whole numbers. They're positive integers. So, and another thing we note that q can take only one of these 3 values. It can take only 1 or 2 or 3. It cannot take any value greater than 3, because being an integer, the next possible integer value after 3 will be 4, and for that 5q will equal to 20, and then n plus 2d becomes 0, which is not possible because we know that n and d at least they'll have to be 1, because there's at least one coin of each of the 3 categories in the wallet. So we can conclude that q can take only one of those 3 values. And the next step is really going to be considering, each of those values of q and seeing what value we can come up for the number of dimes d. So let's consider q is equal to 1, right? So if q is equal to 1, then we know that n plus 2d plus 5q is equal to 20, so 5q becomes 5. So we have n plus 2d plus 5 equal to 20. And from this, we can obtain n plus 2d is equal to 15. And then if we subtract d from both sides of this equation, we are left with n plus d is equal to 15 minus d. And now, if we substitute this value of n plus d equal to 15 minus d in equation 1, and we know that we have taken the value of q, the number of quarters, for this particular case as 1. So substituting those two, we basically end up with 15 minus d plus 1 is equal to n. And from this, it's simple to solve for d and express d in terms of n, or capital N, which comes down to d being equal to 16 minus capital N. So that's one possible value of d. What about q is equal to 2? That's certainly another possibility, right? And for this, we basically go by the same approach. So we start with that equation n plus 2d plus 5q equal to 20. If q equal to 2, 5q becomes 10. Then we have n plus 2d plus 10 is equal to 20. And then from this we obtain n plus 2d is equal to 10. Then again we subtract d from both sides of the equation, and we're left with n plus d is equal to 10 minus d. And once again, we go back to equation 1, we substitute n plus d equal to 10 minus d, and for this particular case, we do q is equal to 2. So we basically end up with 10 minus d plus 2 is equal to capital N. And from this, it's easy to obtain d is equal to 12 minus n. Well, q can take one more value. So that's q equal to 3. And again, the approach is pretty much the same as the first two. So we substitute q equal to 3 in the equation n plus 2d plus 5q equal to 20. 5q becomes 15. So from this, we obtain n plus 2d is equal to 5. And if n plus 2d is 5, then n plus d will be 5 minus d. So again, we substitute n plus d equal to 5 minus d in equation 1. And in this particular case, q is 3. So we have 5 minus d plus 3 equal to n. And then from this, we can obtain d is equal to 8 minus n. Now, going through all the given options, the options that represents a potential value for the number of dimes d will be basically option E, 8 minus n.